Hello. Hi. Fucking pause the mute. Oh my god. Okay. Welcome. It is time for two things. One is the end of Final Fantasy XII. Full speed ahead. The other is to see how my RAM is doing. Running everything. Right? Gotta get had it here. Okay. Move it over here. With everything running, we got Final Fantasy XII, my VTuber model, OBS, and subsequently the little slideshow I have running for my BRB screen. We are at 54% usage of my RAM. Whereas before it was like 90, 99. Just over what my old max. Oh. Just from like idling? Yeah. Feel pretty good about that. Def swapping to how I'm trying any and every trick to conserve memory before should be loads better now, yeah. The viewfinder on OBS, like the view of the game, is actually running smoother. Like it's running, my view of the game is running at 60 FPS. I no longer have to be worried that I'm dropping frames and I have to check if my dropped frames has gone up. I mean, the game ran fine. The stream actually streamed fine. I just was noticing stuttering, like in the viewfinder, which was annoying. We will see how whatchamacallit, how Baldur's Gate 3 works. You can bring the wings up. I left the tongs in the bowl in the plate for them. But I'm going to, like I said, since I want Bree to watch the end of this game, there's other things we can do, but we're going to do that after the credits roll. We're just going right for it. Do I have the items I need? I could... What? Oh. What's in the way? What's in the way? Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah.
Any- I should buy some gold needles. Bam, bam, bam. Here's a little thing.
Yeah. Cold helps a lot.
I was gonna say, you can have as many of the wings as you want because of the pizza, but I guess that won't help, huh?
Yeah. I shouldn't have a lot anyway, with what I ate today.
Hmm.
Nothing done. I know it's bad. Oh, jeez. Talk really low.
Well, it's,
Microphone.
the microphone's also farther away than normal. Would you want to connect your headset or no?
No, still. But after this, I'm probably gonna go lay down and watch because of the darkness. The headache is going away. I would just rather not aggravate it. It's just been bad already.
Yeah.
Let's see
Let me pull the trigger. We're going to the final area. It's all non-stop to the end, I think. So
one like that.
yeah. Once you leave for Bahamut, you will never be able to return.
Oh shit.
Here we go.
No,
Final London.
the thing in the sky. the ship.
This wind, what could it be?
A tornado? Tornado? It's headed right for us!
We've got to get out of here this way!
Make your target the Resistance heavy cruiser.
Our dear Cid, slain by his son. A common tale of late.
Firing solution complete. Sighting is good.
Release valves open. The nether sites are critical.
Auxiliary show clear.
Put an end to this. They have already surrendered.
Let us make of this an offering. One he might see even now. Venal, what say you?
The main battery stands ready.
I beg you.
Fire.
Why this?
Once they see that there can be no surrender, the Resistance must needs come at us with all they have. We will answer their attack head-on and destroy them, before the eyes of all Rabanastre.
If you do this, the people will only grow to hate you the more.
And should I pardon them, they will only rise up yet again.
I do not believe they would. In cooperation lies our hope. You are mistaken. You are wrong, brother.
And if I am, you had best find the strength you need to correct me then.
Ship sighted ahead. A score or more. The Resistance fleet, my lord.
Hear this! Today we write the first page of a new history. Our history. Each of you must play his part. Put down this rebellion. For Arcadia, we fight!
For Arcadia! Prepare to fire on my command. Heavy cruiser South Figaro stands ready. Heavy destroyer switching online. Siege measures launching.
May fortune favor us all.
This is Altos Raider. Keep the formations tight. Give them a warm welcome. Many more to choose from. Right for the taking.
ships clear.
Give word to the cannons. Make ready and fire.
We have a clean line.
Prepare the second volley. Be quick. By the gods.
Carrier Gallipol. She's lost. Unknown ship from abaft.
Could it be?
Uncle, it is I. I'm crossing to the Bahamut to stop Vane.
What are you saying? You are too rash. Your duties come after the battle is over.
If we allow them to destroy us here, there will be no after. You must assist our charge.
Stop! You must pull back. Stop the Stroll.
Hold it. I mean, wait. This is Larsa Solidor. I'm going in with her, so we're fine. I got the princess covered.
Larsa Solidor? So you hold him as a hostage?
No, Uncle. He will fight with us against Vane. Leave it to us.
But he was on the ship.
Understood. Our fate is in your hands.
He hacked the line.
Yes.
Oh.
Got the princess covered.
Larson said,
Oh,
we're relying on you for fire support. Give
What?
us something to think about. We'll pick our moment and make our move.
I was so confused. I'm like, you're standing right next to the brother. Like, how are you hacking the line? He had the accent down pat too.
Quite the welcome. Careful.
I know it was the
You want to dance?
I know it was the voice actor
Then let's dance.
for the other guy, but
A new
still, in universe, he had the accent
Easy
down
being
pat.
this popular, you know. There it is. Come on. Come on.
that was fucking cool.
You were so sure he
Vane
hacked the
will be
line.
in the fortress's command tower. I saw something of the like on our way in here. Right above our heads.
We need not fight all the Empire to win. If we can get to Vane, we can put an end to this war.
Let's get going then. Find Vane wherever he's perched and knock him off.
So, look at this bitch. Look at today. This is how she ends up.
Yeah, I turned it up a bit.
What to what?
I think it's called 90 now.
And don't put it to 100 anymore.
Well, she was getting cold, so I turned it up a bit.
I understand that she wanted it, didn't want it. Like at all.
she ended up in there.
What?
But then she ended up in there.
Well, I understand.
What?
Is it
What do you mean?
every time they did something, it went down. They casted a spell and it went like that.
Oh, she's reapplying it. It went, so the spell makes sure,
It's a spell.
yeah, it makes your HP higher.
It never
That's my max HP.
That's
But
the
that's HP. I need to be stealing. Oh, wait. What the fuck did... Fran, come on. Is that the guy I just killed? Cutscene. We have even more big boy cutscenes? Holy shit. Ah, nice.
Is this their worst?
The line is drawn.
The Resistance fights their battle well. We dare not fail them. We dare not falter.
Stop worrying. We just have to clean up here, and then Ash will be the queen.
It's kind of hard to believe. I can't even imagine trying to rule a whole kingdom.
A queen might always run away with the help of a sky pirate looking to raise his bounty a peg.
I doubt our queen would need the help of any sky pirates.
Do you really think me as strong as all that?
Who said anything about strong? You'll make it. You got good friends.
Oh, I forgot to tell you to grab the hot sauce. Oh well. I set it up. feel like it would be too messy to eat that and play anyway. I don't know. If I do, I might need a second soda. But also, like I said, it's probably going to be too messy to eat and play with that. A little bit of a waste, but oh well. These fucking guys just groaning as they die in my left ear. Oh my god. Oh no. Also, I get it. I get the Star Wars comparison now. And plus, right when those ships started like flying at each other, the very first shots that were shot had a Star Wars blaster sound effect, which was kind of crazy. And I was trying to point it out again, but they haven't used that sound effect again since. But other than that, I feel like I had it demonstrated to me a long time ago in a certain way. People took the comparisons between this and Star Wars, and they showed how you can turn just about anything into a comparison to Star Wars. They did the same thing to Final Fantasy VII, and then they did the same thing to Final Fantasy VI. And that's where people were like, okay. In the conversation I was watching, they were like, okay, we get it. What is actually happening? Why are we so stuck here? What's... I had no fucking clue what the hell was going on. Oh. Cutscene, by the way.
So you have lived.
I am Judge Magister. Even in disgrace, my just reward for aiding the Empire that destroyed my homeland.
Gabranth, do not blame yourself anymore.
You confound me, brother. You failed Landis. You failed Damaska. All you were to protect. Yet you still hold on to your honor. How?
I had someone more important to defend. And defender I have. How is it that you have survived? Is it not because you defend Lord Larsa?
Silence! All was stripped from me. Only hatred for the brother who fled our homeland remains mine. Tell me, why do you forsake that which you must hold most precious?
I do as I must, brother. Or is that not answer enough?
Look, Bush, your friends die, as they must, for surely you cannot protect them. Know now the despair you have taught me.
Your life ends at my blade.
Am I supposed to do something? Buddy. You gotta hit us.
Your life ends at my blade.
Oh, I see. We got hit a little hard though. Not gonna lie. Let me... He doesn't need to be healing people. Cutscene.
Have you your fill of this?
I would ask you the same. Let this end, Noah.
I have no right to be called by that name.
Then live and reclaim it.
Let's see. Oh, hi.
I bid you welcome to my sky fortress, the Bahamut. I must apologize for my delay in welcoming you aboard my ship. Permit me to ask, who are you? An angel of vengeance? Or perchance a saint of salvation?
I am simply myself. No more and no less. And I want only to be free.
Such a woman is not fit to bear the burden of rule. Weep for Dalmasca, for she is lost. Observe well, Larsa. Watch and mark you, the suffering of one who must rule, yet lacks the power.
No. No, brother. I will not. Though I lack your power, I will still persist.
Bold words, child.
Lord Larsa.
Oh yeah.
Your lives are forfeit, and your insurgents with them. Dalmasca will again know order. For good and all, I shall bring your futile attempts at rebellion to an end.
Try not to sound too excited about it.
What am I to do with those who would oppose me? But show them death!
That did 754 damage to me. But, listen, I know I'm overpowered. That was a little pathetic. Right? I'm party kill. Just do a party kill. That'd... What the fuck is that? Man. This guy's a little pathetic. The only reason he's still alive is because we keep buffing each other. Cutscene.
Lord Brother!
Larsa!
Fuck. God. Oh my God. I thought that was his ass.
Manufactured nethicite.
Oh, you need 12 swords to kill me. Okay. I got it.
Behold the power left me by our fallen friend. Gabranth, you will defend my brother. He will have much need in the hell to follow.
Yes, I will defend Lord Larsa.
The hound strays. Treason bears a price.
Those eyes, holy shit.
One I gladly pay.
Vayne Novus. So you're still watching, right? Do we have ethers? We have a lot of ethers. I don't know. That was still 1,000 damage, buddy. Out here looking like God doing 1k damage. Got a shit. Yeah, too much HP though. Holy shit.
Ivalice will know a new dynast king, and man will keep his own history. The tyranny of the gods is ended. We are their puppets no more. The freedom for which we have longed is at hand.
My buddy, you're gonna whether we win or not, you're dying of a heart attack in like 2 minutes. Jesus Christ. What did they make this lift with? They're going after manufactured nephesite and nephesite. They found the greatest material known to man. They made this lift with it. Although, I guess he's only doing like 1,000 damage to us, so... Maybe he's all show. I'm sorry. But this... If I didn't overpower myself, this would probably be a more intense fight. Just pretend my party members are dying, like, constantly. Of Sephiroth. Bro, the lift is breaking apart. Psych. Oh, that was 2,000 damage. Ready's Limit Break. They just dropped the name Limit Break. What is it? What is it? Oh. Maybe we, maybe it's a good thing we didn't let him do it. Oh.
Even a stray has pride. Here I pay my debt.
Burn in hell! Govrons!
Bro. Oh. Oh. That was an odd wall stuff, okay.
Basch, tell me, he is a good master?
us both. I am no Dynast king. You must find another, one who might realize your ambitions.
They are fulfilled beyond your knowing. The Christ is sundered. Age of Stones complete. From the Undying Ones, the world is freed. You shall not tread this path alone. Together we go. Come.
Won't Cid be eager to learn what has happened here? History begins anew.
Boy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, he's becoming Bahamut. Ooh, what is that? Whoa, he's got no arms anymore. That's kind of crazy. Oh, we're in it. The Undying. Okay. There's no health bar. Oh, because he's the Undying. Okay. I get it. And this is kind of lasting a while. Mega Flare. Yeah, he's definitely like become a Bahamut-esque creature on the ship Bahamut. Okay, maybe there just isn't a health bar. And we're supposed to just do it up, you know. Hey. I like how non-engaging this battle system is. Once you kind of figure it out. Like, if you think about it in the right light, you look at it in the right, at the right angle, it is satisfying to a degree. The fact that I have designed this machine to the point where for the past 45 minutes, I have not really done anything other than move the camera and move my characters for no particular reason. They're doing it for me, and I designed their functions that way. I got them to this point. There is a satisfaction in that. I made probably the simplest Gambit setup I could possibly have done. But still, you know. It's not totally brainless, at least the setup isn't. Once you have it set up, I mean, I was sitting here eating cookies while we were fighting Gabranth. So, you know. What's all this then? Oh my god. What are you doing? Fuck the whole ship then. Alright. Giga Flare sword. I was waiting for the Giga Flare. They make Giga Flare swords now. Okay. Alright. Oh, he's immune. Is he immune to everything? Maybe I have to do something here. He's not immune to magic. God damn it. I can't believe they're making me do shit now. Tension. Thank God he's no longer immune. The magic was doing some more damage though, it looks like. Take a flare sword again. Doing the physical damage. I think I saw he's immune to both now, actually. Oh. I guess this is where Dispel comes in. Nobody knows Dispel. All these mages, nobody knows Dispel. Crazy. Just need them. I need to charge. This is new. Ooh. That did a fair amount of damage to everybody. Oh. I missed what this was called twice. Damn it. I think it was Tetra Flare, but I can't be certain. That was a pretty crazy card for this guy. In the card, he has like a side shave and a cybernetic face. That's interesting. Oh, so he assimilated parts of the Sky Fortress Bahamut onto his body. And that's why he's taking the form of Bahamut. Oh, there we go. He's done. Here we go. Buckle in. That's cute. Fight's still going on. Ah, I heard the Star Wars blaster noise again.
Well, can we fly?
No fuel goes to the Glossair engines.
Damn. Vaughn, you're in charge. I'm checking the engine room.
Right.
Fran, with me.
Look! Bahamut's Glossair rings are stopping!
Vaughn, as soon as the Strahls rings move, you take off. Understood? You can fly her, Vaughn. Just do it like I told you.
Don't worry.
Penelo, watch for interference from Bahamut's Skystone. The Strahls a fickle girl. You keep her working for us.
I'll see what I can do.
Nice.
Bash, look after Larsa, will you? If House Solidor should crumble, the Empire would fail, and civil war would take us all.
I understand.
The Lord Larsa is our last hope.
Ooh.
Vaughn, the power's back. We can go.
Right. Let's go. Grab onto something.
Sir, it's the Stroll. She's left Bahamut. She's moving away.
The Stroll. They made it. At last. The Bahamut has fallen. The final test is upon us. The judges shall rule us no more. Main cannon on the Alexander.
This is Judge Magister Gabon. All forces cease fire. I repeat, all units of the Arcadian army, hold your fire.
The battle is over. As of this moment, we have signed a ceasefire with the Shelia Benargan Delmasca, Her Royal Majesty.
Attention, this is Larsa Farinus Solidor.
My brother Vane has died with honor in battle. The Imperial fleet is now under my command.
Sir, your orders, sir.
This is Ashelia Delmasca.
The Lady Ash. Thank the gods you live.
I confirm what Judge Magister Gabranth and Larsa Solidor have said here.
Please stand down your attack. The war is over.
Bosch taking Gabranth's name.
Ivalice looks to the horizon.
A new day has dawned. We are free. Look, Vaughn, the Bahamut.
A message from the Alexander.
Take it.
Sir.
This is Judge Sargabath, captain of the Alexander, flagship of the 12th Damascan fleet of the Arcadian army. I address all ships in Rabanasta's airspace. The Bahamut must not be allowed to fall on the city of Rabanasta. We are preparing to ram her. Do not interfere.
Madness.
Should she fall, the paling will not hold, and all Rabanasta will be obliterated. All ships, concentrate your fire on the Alexander's remains once Bahamut is clear of the city.
Hasty, aren't they? I think it's a little early to be throwing away our lives just yet.
Balthier? Wait! Balthier, where are you?
Oh, Vaughn. Sounds like you made it out okay. The Strahl's a fine airship, eh?
What does he think he's doing? Balthier!
Marquis, stop that fool judge on the Alexander for me, would you? Just getting somewhere with these Glossair rings. Almost done. Don't want him ramming me before I fix them, do we?
Balthier, do you understand exactly what it is you're doing?
Princess! No need to worry. I hope you haven't forgotten my role in this little story. I'm the leading man. You know what they say about the leading man? He never dies. Let's fly! Fran, power to the Glossair rings. Fran? Do I have to do everything around here?
Listen to me, Balthier. Get out of Bahamut immediately.
Please, Balthier, you mustn't die.
Please, Balthier. Come back.
I'd say you're in more of a supporting role.
Fran, please. Vaughn, the Strahl's in your hands. You'd better take care of her, you hear? If there's one scratch on her when I get back.
Roger that. We'll be waiting for you.
Fran had a little bit of boot sweat rendered on her near the end there. It's important information.
Say my love is all you need to see you through. But I know these words are not quite true.
It's hard to believe a year has passed so quickly. Rabanastre is finally back to the way it was, like when my parents were still alive. We've lost so much, but I think it's important to put the past behind us and keep our eyes on the road ahead.
If you must move on alone.
Ash's coronation is next month. She grows farther and farther away from us, but I guess that's how it has to be. She is queen now, after all. I am looking forward to seeing you at the ceremony.
You called, my lord.
Follow your heart and find your destiny.
How is Bosch? I know he went with you to Arcades to further the cause of peace in Ivalice, but still, I hope he comes back to Rabanastre and Ash soon. She has to keep up appearances now, so she would never say it, but I think she misses him.
Lose Larsa, and we lose the Empire. Protect him. I would entrust him to no other's care.
I will keep him from harm. I promise you. For the Empire and for Dalmasca.
Your words put me at ease, brother. Sorry to leave you.
As time goes by, I know you'll see. Misseth me. I love you enough to let you go free.
Oh, I haven't told you the most important part. Vaughn and I had been taking care of the straw, but it was stolen. We had just finished having her tuned up, too.
All your fears into the
Actually, stolen might not be the right word. If her owner wants her back, there's not much we can do about it, is there?
I'm serious. All of my life, I'll hold you close to me. Won't shed a tear for love.
There's still plenty of time before the coronation, so Vaughn's going to pay the two of them a visit. You should see him. He can hardly wait. I'll be going too, of course. Every good sky pirate needs a partner, right?
Okay. That was Final Fantasy 12. Fuck, sorry, I clicked something and it went here? What do you mean by that? I don't get it. I read that a bit ago. I was trying to figure it out. Bree, are you still awake? I think that's the first Final Fantasy that didn't really make me cry at the end in a while. Maybe that was the point, you know? Huge streak of games that had very sad or bittersweet endings. This artwork is beautiful. Giving a very happy ending. Now there was a point towards the end that I teared up a little bit, but you know. I don't know. Who's that? There's the last cuts. The cutscenes in this game are fantastic. That whole ending sequence was fantastic. Yeah, this game really kind of went over me, I guess. Is that Vaughn and Canelo? Oh my god, it's like the Tactics artwork. It's great. Oh my god, look at him. She's pinching him. I'll sit in as many wives, I guess. Oh my god, is that Bosch and Gabrand? Look at him! Dude, that looks so cool. That looks so much better than what we got. I don't know. There is character in this game, for sure. God, this Final Fantasy Tactics artwork is fucking tickling me. after he fell asleep, unfortunately, but... That super move that the final boss used was Terra Flare. That's what I kept missing the name of. Oh my god. Let's sit in Balthier, I guess. The orbiting or strafing of his winged form around the edge of the circular platform is a tribute to the final boss battle with Romeo Guildenstern's final form in the Vagrant Story, another tale by Yasumi Matsuno. It's another Ivalice game. Undying is a term the Akuria use for themselves, beings who deem themselves immortal, and thus the rightful rulers of Ivalice. Vayne becomes the Undying after merging with Vana, the rogue Akuria, who pledges to share his fate. It is implied that despite this name, their deaths were inevitable. The end. I know. I shared my thoughts about the game. My thoughts have not really changed much. I will probably try to record a review for this game later on tonight before I go to bed. While it's fresh in my mind. You can now begin your adventure anew in New Game Plus mode, you know? Tell you what I'm going to do. So I wanted to try going after Gilgamesh again. I want to try to beat him, but I do have to remember where he is. So let's bear with me a little bit. Wait a minute. Oh, I had all these fucking things open still. Pardon me for that. So, what was it? I wanted to see the Subterra, right? I care. You know, do I care? I don't think I care. Oh man. I feel it. I feel the uncaring taking me over. Hold up. I want to see Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh has 200,000 more HP than the final boss of the game. Oh boy. Maybe it's not worth it. I don't think it is. I really don't think it is worth it to even try. Damn. Let's take a look at the guide. I didn't miss much in terms of like what am I trying to say here? I didn't miss much in terms of aspects of the final battle. Yes, that's it. Hmm. Anything I might run into on the way here? I think I'm just gonna finish this off by like watching the stuff that I didn't complete. I don't really see like much. I mean, yeah, there's probably a point into finishing some of this stuff for myself, but it's like we got a new pirate den thing. It's this one, right? Dirty, awarded for spending over 1 million gil. Earning the title of Spendthrift. Cool. Love that. Alright. Charmed, I'm sure. Judge Gabrant. Being a member of the Order of Judges in the Imperial Arcadian Ministry of Law and Judge Magister of the Ninth Bureau, the Ninth Bureau, led by Gabrant, is primarily concerned with the gathering and dissemination of information. As a result, many of the Bureau's activities are shrouded in secrecy. Gabrant and his power are respected by other Judge Magisters, and Emperor Gramus himself places great faith in this younger judge. Fenrir? What the fuck? I don't remember this. Being a giant in the form of a great white cat revered as a guardian spirit high in the snowy crags of the mountains far to the west, its sharp silvery stare robs those who face it of their will to fight, and its vicious claws rip through flesh with ease. It is called the White Tiger for its striped body and worshipped as an anima of the sun. Hashmal. Scion, what is this? Scion, set by the gods to wield and manipulate the laws of this world and with holy power lead mankind to order. Created in opposition to Fandaniel the Protector, Scion of Light. Desiring to bring order to all things, he joined with Ultima in her battle against the gods. He gave his body to the 1,000 Years' War, and when his strength was spent, down into the burning inferno he fell. Famfrit. This guy was in Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. Looks so weird. The hideous, darkly clouded form of Famfrit, Scion in opposition to the Holy Queen and Emeroloth, Scion of Light, was anathema given even to his creators. Thus, after a great battle was he broken and sealed with an armor laced with wards. The confines of his armor are void of light, and so he is called the Darkening Cloud. Men fear the rain that falls from the black clouds that ooze from the great Ewer as a herald of chaos and waste. Oh, I didn't look at my thing after I went through the rest of the Pharos. Okay, I got it. Being beasts born from the bones of an ancient creature that has long laid dead within the Pharos, of these the most violent are called the bulls, and greatly feared by even their own kin. Thick purple veins stripe its body, constantly oozing a viscous liquid, by which action impurities are removed from the creature's blood. The foul discharge serves also as a slippery second skin, deflecting the blades and claws of those who would do it harm. The port at Balfenheim. Prosperous port on the Naldoan Sea, renowned for its rich fishing grounds. In addition to fishing, the port is known for its shipwrights and their numerous contributions to the advancement of seacraft. Though demand has dropped with the spread of airships, the Wrights are still able to turn profit on their craft. The power in Balfenheim rests with the sea captains and pirates of wealth. Though belonging in name to the Arcadian Empire, well-placed regular bribes have ensured the city autonomous governance. The city itself is small, being a classic port town with many stone-cobbled alleyways, winding between buildings which hug the curve of the hills. Fresh seafood can be found in the market stalls daily, along with many other items brought by traders and pirates. Several waterways run through the city, some carrying drinking water, others used as canals for the transport of goods. The manse of Pirate King Redus stands in the western quarter of Balfenheim. Boom. Being the avatar of a demon summoned by a ritual, unlike other demons, to protect is its bounden duty, but that which it protects need not be a person or a place. Some are set to protect the calm of a town, or the peace in a city. Scops sing of these curious creations as the gentle hand of evil. Engrave naked steel with this special pattern. Work magics into the steel over several days, and it will transform into the never-rusting alloy known as Damascus steel. Oh my god. Sorry. This tempering process works only with steel, and is utterly ineffectual when applied to other metals. This is due to the presence of the power of earth within steel, being neither too abundant nor too sparse, and accounts for the recent rise in the metal's price. Reaver. Being a giant entity with the power to cross the divide within this world and the spirit world, its body is highly muscled, requiring massive amounts of energy to sustain movement, as the Reaver's voracious appetite for the flesh of other creatures well attests. The horns atop its head are of incredible hardness, able to notch even adamantine. On rare occasions, a Reaver of exceptional strength is born, this being a High Reaver, and even more to be feared than the more common breed. Dragon Lich. When it so happens that a dragon lives long enough to forget its own mortality, it becomes a Dragon Lich. Once zombified, it will never know true death. Unless it is somehow reminded, the creature is doomed to wander for an eternity. This phenomenon is believed to be a product of the dragon's iron will, in combination with its startling vitality. Interestingly, there are recorded cases of dragons being freed from zombification. Whether this be achieved by some secret means or by fatal force, the result is, of course, the same. Cataract Avis. being a dragon with a carapace of deep sea blue, found living in the Pharos. These creatures spend their infant stage in the great cataracts surrounding the island upon which the Pharos was built. Their aquatic origin is discernible in the water grooves cut into their scales, and the smooth slipperiness of their hides. Though they possess eyes, they cannot see well in the gloom of the Pharos, and rely primarily on their acute hearing to detect prey and predator alike. For Puroboros. Being a bomb-shaped fiend dwelling within the Pharos, the bones of ancient monstrosities were used in its creation, trapping within it a fearsome volume of magics and mist. Its goal is first and last the defense of the Magicite sleeping at the very top of the Pharos. To this end will it give its life, going out with something of a bang if necessary. Until quite recently, the mallet was a tool used exclusively to bring the deeply distressed to their senses. However, the violent appearance of the tool has lessened its popularity of late, and mallet makers everywhere are feeling the strain of a downturn in demand. But now a savior has emerged from a most unlikely direction. The famed Mamiko the Pug and several other mummers have begun using mallets in their work on the stage. Nothing is more crowd-pleasing than braining a fool with a mallet, it seems. Hilarious. What's this? Necro theme. Witness the fate of those whose learned minds were offered up and sacrificed by alchemists performing forbidden rites in pursuit of eternal life. These monstrosities live forever on the border between life and death, neither breathing the sweet air nor knowing the peace of eternal rest. Though they retain dim memories of their former lives and knowledge, their hearts were sundered long ago, and they are without morality or honor, wholly consumed by jealousy of the living. They say that the candle's flame is the shining of a soul. As the life dwindles and fades towards the end of its days, so does the flame flicker, gradually dimming until it disappears in a whiff of smoke. If the flame is the soul, then the smoke is the soul ascending to heaven. So did the candle earn its place in ceremony, and these tallows are called life rings. Charmed, I'm sure. Okay. Yeah, I see no reason to keep the game open. Let us take a look at everything I did not complete. Firstly, the Gilgamesh battle.
How long I've waited!
Full screen is unavailable. Learn more.
Gilgamesh fights again! That was merely a test of your strength, mortals. A prelude, if you will. The real contest begins now. I.e., your weapons are as good as mine.
That's a lot.
Quake, mortals! You'll face the blade of legend! Quake!
Yeah!
Quake, mortals! You'll face the blade of legend!
I guess Excalibur? Here's the end of the battle. So where did he go? I just jumped through the hole. Okay. Is that a portal or is it just a fucking window? I can't tell. Gilgamesh, I think 12. Oh my god, wait. So, if you look at the sword that's stuck in the ground, it appears to be an ordinary sword of legend. You cannot do anything else with it but look at it, and then this happens. That's funny. Sword is a replica of the Worm Hero Blade, the most powerful great sword in the game. Here we have Ultima. I did find her and start her battle, but I was really unable to complete it. Here's the end of the battle. And then you get it. Next one. So this is interesting. While fishing, you may obtain an empty bottle that turns out to be a colored bottle, either the blue bottle, black bottle, green bottle, red bottle, or yellow bottle. Each bottle provides a clue to a specific location as outlined below. Note you need to have completed Hunt 40 Gilgamesh before the bottles will begin appearing, as Gilgamesh is involved in this part of the side quest. Blue. Clue. Truth lies just beyond falsehood. And a bunch of letters. The clue is the letter before each of the ones listed. C becomes a B, D becomes E, etc., resulting in Devlin's boat. Travel to the echoes of the past area in the neighbor's Devlin's to find the item, which is an X potion. Easy as ABC, the black one is easy as ABC, so count yourself lucky. 19, 12, 21, 9, 3, 5, bunch of numbers. The numbers correspond to letters of the alphabet. It decodes to Sluice Gate Rats. Travel to the central control area of the Garamsite waterway and follow the rats on the ground to find the treasure which sparkles in the ground. An elixir. Green. Skip on stones to far bank's shore. By skipping stones, return once more. And a bunch of letters again. The location can be found by skipping every second letter and then starting again from the end when you reach it and coming back. The result is Salika Hut near Deadlands. Head to the Piebald Path area of the Salika Wood to find out the faint glow on the ground. The item is a haystack of night. Red. Foothills rise and mountains shadow. The capitalized letters form one word, while the lowercase words form the other. The clue is Quiet Shrine. Travel to the Babbling Vale area, the Moss Foreign Highways to find the treasure near the corner of one of the shrines. The item is a holy note. Yellow. Dragons stir among the eaters of the wind. 12-5-7-9. The Eaters of the Wind refers to windmills, which can be found in the Cerobi Steppes. Travel there and activate windmills 1, 2, 5, 7, and 9 while deactivating the other 5 windmills. The final will give you the prize, a high ether. You will receive the following clues as you locate each of the treasures. River under O. Forest Grove, Ash Ridge, Darkness Tone, Fire under the. The first 5 words can be used to determine the order. River, forest, fire, ash, darkness. The second letters can be used to determine the location as follows. Underground, ridge, ton. The final letters make up the last word, but oddly enough, one letter is missing. Underground bridge to no weed. Therefore, the final clue reads Underground bridge to nowhere. Travel to the Barheim Passage and head to the Zevia Span using the West Annex. Gilgamesh will appear and provide you with the Matamune fishing rod. Play on the Masamune. Nice. The Sakio Lane Foot Race, sometimes referred to as the Pirate Olympics, is a short side quest or minigame that can be completed after you receive bill number 31 to defeat Pyleraster. The Pirate Viken is the petitioner for Pyleraster, and he will challenge you to a race before initiating the hunt to locate Pyleraster. You have the face of a man with questions, and you can ask them after a bit of sport. First race against Riken and his 2 friends will be relatively easy. You challenge Riken again, and the race becomes more and more difficult. All you have to do to win the race is press the X and O buttons or the A and B buttons as quickly as possible. Numerous rewards for successive races, including all this. If you win 100 races in a row, you get 10,000 gil, 2 elixir, and unpurified ether. The hell is unpurified ether? Okay. Can we get a video of this shit? Oh. Tier 1 race. Wait, what? Okay. Cool. If you go down into the Subterra, basically the second final dungeon has a thing called the Subterra. You can go into the super basement and you find it, and then you have to find orbs, put them in pedestals, you find Phoenix, and then you find 2 other marks. Find Ixion. So Shadow Seer. What's all this thing still? So drops 80% HP. He will begin summoning some previous marks that you've defeated. Pandemonium, Slit, Fenrir, and Phoenix. It offends, it angers. Arise, my servant, arise. A servant's gone? So mote it be. But not in silence, not in silence. There's not much more of that. Attaining Zodiark, the 13th and final Esper in the game, and last of the optional espers, is one of the most challenging endeavors in the game for a few reasons. Both Zodiark and the minions in the dungeon leading to him are very high level and difficult to defeat. There is no save crystal outside the room where you battle Zodiark to allow you to recharge. This means that you need to be prepared to complete the dungeon and the battle all in one swing. Zodiark's attacks can devastate your party, as his most prominent attack, Darkaja, has a chance of KOing your players, and there is no way to prevent this. Set your expectations appropriately. There is a very good chance that it will take you several attempts to defeat and obtain a Zodiark. This battle can be a frustrating one. First and foremost, you should ensure your party is around level 65 or higher. Strongest of the scions created by the gods, they feared his growth, and so kept him a child. So indomitable his strength that all things are by him twisted and pressed into oblivion. He alone fashions the laws governing all things and administers punishment in place of the gods. So is he keeper of precepts, and his authority is absolute. They give a detailed guide on how to set up your gambits for the fight. They have equipment for setup, commentary for the gambit setup. Holy shit. Apparently the enemies on the way are pretty hellish and annoying. But here we got Zodiark. Make adjustments to your game configuration if required before initiating this battle. Open up the game menu and go into the config section. Switch the battle mode from active to wait, which will give you more time to react and input commands in the later stages of the fight, which will become much more hectic. You should also adjust the battle speed from slow to fast, as having a slow battlefield negatively affects you as the player. It increases the amount of time between turns for your party members and for Zodiark, but it does not reduce casting times and durations, which will impact you over Zodiark disproportionately. Let's talk about Zodiark's most frustrating attack, Darkaja. Zodiark will cast Darkaja as its first attack as soon as the battle begins, no matter what. It will start off using the attack at every 20 commands. A command is any move such as regular attacks, magic spells being cast, etc., then moving to every 14 commands, then every 16 commands, and finally every 8 commands towards the end of the fight. Darkaja does dark type damage, which means that the damage effects can be completely negated by having each of your characters wear a black mask. The devastating part of this attack, however, is the fact that it has a chance of instantly KOing your characters. It starts off at a 50% chance, which can be reduced by casting Shell. But regardless of if you do, there is a chance that your characters will be instantly killed whenever this attack is used. Okay. Where this can become particularly frustrating is if all 3 of your characters are KO'd, it can be nearly impossible to recover if this happens. As such, there's a huge amount of luck and randomness when it comes to this fight. Wonderful. There's no controlling how many or how often your party members will be instantly KO'd. You may have to attempt this fight a few times. Zodiark will use 3 other moves that will cause problems depending on what level your party members are. Level 2 Sleep, Level 3 Disable, and Level 4 Break are similar to the second battle against Gilgamesh. This battle is much easier if your characters are If your 3 main party members are all KO'd, you may be able to recover by switching in your alternative party members and having them quickly revive your main party. Make sure to split your enhancement status buffs. Keep decoy on your strongest party member. Focus on high-level healing spells. Various strategy guides are also split on whether to dispel Zodiark. Really buff your party members. Zodiark will begin the battle by using Darkja. The last phase of the fight, where Zodiark reaches 20% HP, is the most difficult. At this point, Zodiark will cast a magic barrier, making it immune to physical attacks. There will be brief periods after it wears off where you can get a few attacks in, but Zodiark will immediately recast the spell once it comes down, so we need to use another method to track it. How did that even happen? Alright, here's Zodiark. Most powerful Esper in the game. Zodiark, when you summon Zodiark, you'll use Banish Ray in a battle, which deals 9999 damage to all enemies, unless they have resistance or immunity to dark type magic. It will also use Final Eclipse, which will deal 50,000 damage, other than to Yasmag. It is one of the most powerful attacks in the game. Okay. Alright. There it is. This powerful Esper in the game. It's a fish. And God is a fish, I suppose. It's gonna open up with the Darkja. Cool. Zodiark. with the battle is kind of like, realize I didn't even check that out at all. I'll tell you what, with how I'm feeling, I do not feel regret that I'll be ending the stream shortly. Soon rather. Yeah, it sure is a battle. Hellworm, optional high-level boss. Incredibly high HP. 1.3 million. HP is represented through multiple bars. Several ticks below. Oh my god. That's insane. Let's take a look at it. Taking shit on the fly. This is a 37-minute video. It took them about 35 minutes just to beat this guy. Couldn't be me. Mega Mark 12. Didn't I touch this guy? Super boss, 1 million HP. Brute force strategy. The strategy involves surviving a few of Omega's attacks while one of the party members uses Wither to reduce Omega's strength. Eventually, you can get his attacks down to less than 1,000 damage, which becomes much easier to manage. We were already engaged with it, kind of. Let's see how it ends. Flip a memory module or something. I got 45 Farewell to a Legend. One of the most difficult and lengthy battles in the game. You're fucking insane. What? 50 million HP. First thing to note about Yasmat is its HP. Yasmat has over 50 million hit points. Which means that no matter how strong your party is, even if they're level 99 for that matter, this battle will take a long time. There's one large health bar at the top of the screen which needs to be depleted 50 times in order to finish the battle. Many players have found that this fight takes over 2 hours to complete. However, once Yasmat's damage output is under control, you can use the L1 or LB button to increase the speed of the game and reduce the time it takes to defeat Yasmat in the PlayStation 4 version of the game, not in the original. Start off with a well-equipped tank that can lead the charge and open the battle. You can run away from Yasmat during this fight and reinitiate the fight after you've recharged your party. However, Yasmat will cast regen on itself and its attacks are stronger when you are a further distance from the dragon. Yeah, this video is an hour long, so I have to speed up on. Yep. It's insane fucking shit. Looks like they might have saved this hunt for last. Hunter extraordinaire. That's fucking it. Oh, Hunter Extraordinaire was for Yasmat. Here's the last hunt that I didn't do. This is for the Behemoth King. Will do very heavy amount of damage to your party. It's 1.6 million HP. Okay. One of the kings. There's another reward you can pick up for completing this hunt as well. Travel up to Mount Bar-Omises and north to the temple approach. Search the large Behemoth King head and tap on the head while having no weapon equipped to receive another set of rewards. 500,000 gil and a Rod of Faith. Setup. There it goes. Alright, that's all the content I didn't get to. Sky Pirates. Then let's look at the completed Sky Pirates Den. Yeah. There it is. Oh, we got fucking Bosch is fighting Gilgamesh. That's great. We got the two of them playing shogi. Oh, look at them too. That's nice. Rossler is uploaded by Rossler is gotten by unlocking every license at least once. Espers and Quickenings included in the Zodiac versions, accumulating 48,000 license points. Old Man Dallin fully explored every map. It is not necessary to light up every part of every zone. It is sufficient to own a map for the area and enter each zone and residence. On to Blanc. Get a battle chain of over 50. Just obtain all magic. Complete the bestiary. Extra pages do not have to be unlocked. There's apparently, oh yeah, the helmet of Gabranth was like in the middle. Let's see if TCRF has a page for Final Fantasy XII. That is the cutting room floor. Final Fantasy. Probably not going to record a review tonight. I am incredibly tired. I need to try to do it soon. I'm also not feeling the pull, the pull to like. I've had thoughts about what I want to say in the review, and they're not coming to me right now, Final Fantasy XII. Okay, we have an unused map, a debug menu, map strings, system text, some regional differences. Support for 16:9 widescreen mode. Changes from original Japanese to international. Crystal Bug enemies now have significantly more hit points. Some boss AIs were changed, including not limited to Venus Scar and Hashmal. In the original Japanese version, even if a spell cast by a party member doesn't hit a target, the amount of MP to cast said spell is consumed. This was changed in later versions by not consuming MP if the spell doesn't connect. There are several unskippable text cutscenes in the original version. Some of these became skippable in later versions, and if they still aren't skippable, they now have voice acting instead of just text. In the original Japanese version, a scene where Penelo was tied up in the Gomnin's Lushu Mine's hideout was cut in order to lower the game's Sarah rating to A. This is reinstated with the Japanese international version. Akitoshi Kawazu, the producer of Final Fantasy XII, mentioned that the removal was due to similar real-life events, but didn't specify what those were. Changes from international versions to Japanese international version, more commonly known as the International Zodiac Job System, added all the new content that was in the international versions, as well as adding additional content. Zodiac Job System, featuring 12 jobs. Now press L1 to speed up gameplay. Oh, that was in the original Zodiac Job System international version? Nice. I thought that was a newer, more recent addition to the game. Game features English voices. Some previously unvoiced event scenes now feature voices, and new scenes have been added. Yeah, this is the version we played pretty much. Final Fantasy 12. Zodiac. Zodiac. Okay, there's no page for the Zodiac. FF12. Does the Final Fantasy Wiki have anything neat in the trivia section? IGN listed Final Fantasy XII as the second greatest game in the series behind Final Fantasy VI. In July 2007, it was placed 8th in their top 100 games of all time, highest ranking Final Fantasy game, and the only one to appear in the top 10. In 2009, the game was 20th in Edge magazine. The game was 25th in their list of 100 best games to play today. As with their former list, 12 was the highest ranking Final Fantasy game. 2009 issue of the Guinness World Records Gamers Edition the game placed 8th in the list top 50 games of all time. It was the highest ranking Final Fantasy game and the only one to appear in the top 10. The list was decided on by a crack team of industry experts, and games were ranked on their initial impact, lasting legacy, and how fun they were to play. Oh, good for them, you know? Actor Sir Patrick Stewart narrated the television commercial for the European and Australian versions of the game. Veteran voice actor Corey Burton narrated a commercial for the American version of the game. 50. Hello? Final Fantasy XII contains many references to the games developed by the same team or based on the same world. For instance, a Moogle named Mont Blanc runs a clan in Final Fantasy XII and previously appeared as a main character in Tactics Advance. Similarly, the player can acquire the Riskbreaker clan rank, a reference to the game Vagrant Story. The names of the Arcadian airships are taken from previous summons from the series, while all the Resistance airships are named for previously appeared characters. The only airship with an original name is the party's airship, the Strahl. Bosch, Fran, and Penelo. Bosch, Fran. Airship with a free. Pokemon Gooning Gold and Simping Silver? Hang on. I need to look that up. Pokemon Gooning and Gold and Simping Silver. I'm turning my display capture off. You made that up. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. It was a nice stretch. It's a nice. Promotional artwork from the International Job System. They got fucking Vaughn with Bosch on his shoulders trying to get something out of a tree while the girlies are back here. Fucking Fran's got a red mage thing on. Pinel's all dressed up, bent over as a black mage. Nice. Nice. That's cute. Can I get a closer up here? Oh, that's a little too close. Right, not close enough. There we go. Love that. Vaughn, Ash, Balthier, Fran. Cool. Balthier looks kind of weird for a Yoshitaka mono work. Fighting a Fell Worm. Cool. Promotional CG artwork. Great. Oh, look at that. Hideo Minaba. That's the tactics artist, right? Gotta be right. I'll figure it out. Get some more CG artwork. It's cool. Nice. Cool. That last cutscene was so good. Hey, yo. That's just unnecessary. I think we need to examine exactly how just absurd this is. It shines like metal. Disrespectful, honestly, you know? I don't know what possessed them. Yeah. Look at that, you can see the little bit of a curve of an ash cheek. Very good. Early prototype. I love early prototypes. What's the difference? I don't understand. The numbers look different. Cool. Ooh, I love this. Oh, I love that box art. That is so cool. The story has been released as a manga in Japan, expands on the storyline seen in the game, and adds new events and characters. Okay, we have... There's one last site we can check out. I think it's called VG Facts. Yeah, the game Facts and Trivia. Is there a page? There's gotta be. There's gotta be a page for Final Fantasy 12, right? Yeah, we'll get there. Final Fantasy. Come on. There we go. Oh, there's a page for Tactics Advanced. We'll look at that too. 12. All right, let's look at Tactics Advanced real quick. During early January to late March 2003, about a month before the game came out in Japan, a radio show called Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced Radio Edition was played across 4 Japanese radio stations. The radio show expanded on some parts of the story as well as various changes in the plot, though still largely the same. Some of these changes include all the main characters being transported instantly to Ivalice after Mute reads a spell from the book, a very early introduction to Mont Blanc's brother, Nono, and a small side story involving Nono's now-named airship, Brilliant. A dispatch mission called Scarface is posted by a knight with the name Tingle, who wishes to keep a scar from a duel he started. This likely is a reference to the Tengil family from the previous Final Fantasy Tactics game, as all 3 of the Tengils were knights and were also known to use Tingel as a surname. It may also be a reference to Squall Leonhart or Cypher Almasy from Final Fantasy VIII, who both got scars across their face after a duel with each other. At the beginning of Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, you encounter 3 schoolyard bullies named Guinness, Colin, and Lyle. Later on in the game, there's a mission in which you save a professor from 3 zombies named Guinness, Colin, and Lyle. I noticed that. I didn't need no fucking website to show me that. Alright. Vaughn's original name during development was Aqua, and he was originally written with a rugged and world-worn attitude. He was rewritten to be more feminine after consideration of the game's target audience. Most of the espers are based on the Lucavi in Final Fantasy Tactics or other past bosses of previous Final Fantasy games. 12 of them are associated with zodiac signs. The weapons that Gilgamesh carries are all weapons from past Final Fantasy heroes. No shit, huh? Damn. Damn. Alright, there's something else I wanted to say. Oh, yeah. So, it said that the final boss of this game kind of had a reference to the final boss of Vagrant Story. So let's look at that. Vagrant Story. Final boss. Oh yeah, just from the thumbnail, I can see it already. Oh yeah, cutscene. Let's just get to the final boss. Wait, those titties. Wait, I scoped out some titties. Okay. Damn. Shit never shuts up, huh? Holy shit. But yeah, you can kind of, yeah, you can see it. Hey, fuck that guy up. Oh, Fantasy 12. Did you know? Yeah. We've seen everything there is to see with Final Fantasy 12, it seems. I don't really have anything else to say. I don't really have anything else to show or see. Um, yeah. Final thoughts. It's a good game that just wasn't for me. I think that's the best way I can put it. I think that's the fairest way I can talk about it, you know? Um, oh, that's what I wanted to see. How is Final Fantasy 12 connected to tactics? Tactics is supposed to be the Final Fantasy 12 world after a post-apocalyptic event that made most of the non-human races go into hiding or extinction. To be quite honest, the elements of Final Fantasy Tactics 12 Advance and Vagrant Story, which had some tactics Easter eggs, really don't fit together at all, and the world doesn't gain anything from a writing standpoint from being connected at all. I think it's highly likely that these games are connected just because Square forced Matsuno to do so from a marketing perspective. Ghibli's games fit together in a common canon about as well as the Zelda timeline. Remember how in Final Fantasy Tactics there are all these tales about lost technology and civilizations where they had airships and whatnot? Agrias. They say the ruins of a lost civilization lie buried beneath the streets of Gud, the Clockwork City, relics from the age of St. Majora, where airships numerous beyond counting filled the skies, and men of iron walked the city streets. Yeah. Mustadio might be a great grandson of Alfier. Fucking new Stadio. What a fuck. Okay, where's the X button? I'm not allowing ads to read your fucking website. Bitch! Suck my cock. Suck my fucking dick. Oh. Oh, yeah. "94 years after 12. A terrible cataclysm would rock Evilise, wiping out the non-human races and destroying advanced technology such as airships. The era of airships and Moogles would henceforth be referred to as a golden age of Evilise, referenced several times in the side quests of Tactics. From an out-of-universe perspective, this golden age of airships and other races referenced in Tactics would form the creative basis for 12. The Winged Ones possessed technology allowing them to transmute cloudstone into crystals, like the ones that keep this castle aloft. Unfortunately, both the Winged Ones and their wondrous knowledge were lost in the Cataclysm. While the mysterious Cataclysm is never explored in detail, it is assumed to be a worldwide catastrophe that wiped out almost all the races in Evilise except for humans, later referred to as humans. In the flavor text found in Final Fantasy Tactics, airships, Moogles, Acuria, and even Men of Iron, similar to Arcadian soldiers, are mentioned as a part of the Lost Age. They say the ruins of a lost civilization lie buried beneath the streets of Goog at the Clockwork City, relics from the age of St. Ajora when airships numerous beyond counting filled the skies, and Men of Iron walked city streets, but the art of crafting such things was lost, if it ever truly existed at all. Another large piece of history concerning the Lost Age is Saint Ajora, the false savior. Saint Ajora lived both in a time of airships and Men of Iron, and also in a time that the residents of Evilise remember as the beginning of their important history, heavily implying that Ajora lived during or shortly after the Cataclysm. Ajora prophesied the coming of Paradise and was known for possessing miraculous knowledge, such as that of a poisoned well that was infected by the plague. It may be conjecture, but there is a definite correlation in the release of the Espers, the Cataclysm, Ajora's possession by Ultima, and his subsequent trajectory towards sainthood. It seems that not long after the Acuria were denied influence over Evilise, the Scions of Darkness took charge. Coincidence? I don't think so, but you're free to draw your own conclusions. Okay, so what I kind of skipped over is like the setup for that. That of a poison well that was infected by a plague. Others had no way of knowing it was infected. As players of Tactics know, Saint Ajora was no saint at all. Rather, he was possessed by the High Seraph Ultima, the leader of the Scions of Darkness. When Ajora was ultimately executed by the church, Ultima stayed trapped within his body. Upon his execution, the entire city was wiped out by a tidal wave, causing many to come to believe in his supposed holiness. As Ultima was trapped in the dead body of Saint Ajora, the plot of Final Fantasy Tactics centers around the remaining Scions of Darkness, plotting to revive her so that Ultima may live once again. The Espers, now named Lucavi, went to exert their rule over the world. To reach this end, they plan to take advantage of the strife between men using the Zodiac Stones, likely a variation of Nephesite, to possess a human host. While their appearance differs due to the possession of the host, these Nukavi are very much the same signs of darkness / spirits from Vault's backstory. The rebellion against the gods and creation has borne fruit at this tail end of Evil's calendar. While they seemed harmless in the time of 12, they are no longer so. They are a threat to all mortals, wanting to bring all creation under their control. While Ultima was ultimately stopped, by Ramza and company, one can't help but think that the events leading to the supposedly happy ending of 12 allow the terrible events of Tactics and its backstory to happen. So yeah, not much actual connection. It's just like, you know, you could put the pieces together, kind of like the Zelda stories to a certain extent. There's way more like that Zelda comparison is kind of probably not meant to be as negative or snarky as it came off, but like there's way more connections between Zelda games than people give credit. Anyway, that's it. I'm fucking done with Evil's for a while. We will have to do the other two Evil's games at some point just to get to Final Fantasy 13. But it's not going to be today. It's not going to be this week. It probably won't be this year. We have other things to catch up on. We need to get started on Nier Automata, so tomorrow we will get back to Sonic Rush Adventure, and Monday we will start Nier Automata. Unless we don't play tomorrow, then we will start on Tuesday. I've got nothing else to say. Except have a good night. And bye.